What is going on, guys? In my hands, I have a package from Paragon Performance that includes a modification for the C8 Corvette. So let's go ahead and open up the package and see what we got sent. Resealable. Won't be after I'm done. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's check it out. So right here we have our black box, and I believe all we're gonna have to do is just open it up like, come on now, like that. And oh my goodness, well, that was like the quickest unboxing ever, but check those things out. These right here are magnetic paddle shifters for the C8 Corvette. These look even better in person, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, check this thing out, guys. That looks freaking awesome. Super excited to install these things. So without further ado, let's jump into the C8 and get these bad boys put on. So hopping into the C8 Corvette, there's only gonna be a few things we're gonna need for this install. One is gonna be a T20 Torx bit and a flathead screwdriver or like a pick or something, because we do have to remove a plastic trim panel to actually access the screws behind the paddles right here. So pretty simple, not very much to do, and it should only take us a few minutes. So let's get right into it. Now, first up, we are gonna have to turn the steering wheel. So something like that. So we can actually access the screws and whatnot from the top. Back here, we have a panel, I believe. Excuse me, sir. Oh, right there, okay. So we're going to take our little screwdriver, and this panel should kind of pop off, just like that. Should just be able to take a T20 back here. I'm gonna be honest, I really can't see anything. All right, so it's gonna be a little difficult to show you guys, but there's just two T20s. That one feels like it's good to go. Not gonna wanna lose that. Both of the T20s are out, and then this paddle should just kind of pop out just like that. This is where your flathead screwdriver is gonna come in. We're gonna come back and just kind of push this white tab backwards. And then that is going to let us push this down and pull out. I'll just see if I can get it with my finger. There we go. All right, so we got our first paddle out, and I'm gonna put these up next to each other so you can see the size difference between these two. As you can see, the magnetic ones are much larger, and they just look so much better. I mean, this looks extremely cheap compared to this now whenever you look at them side by side. Now, the only thing that we have to do now is swap over this little plastic piece and put it onto this one. So that's where our little pick is gonna come in. This is exactly why I brought two picks. So we're gonna use two right here and just kind of do like that. We should just be able to slide that, bam! A little bit of teamwork with the picks there, but we got the little plastic piece off that we're going to be transferring onto this one. So I assume it goes the same way. Bam, just like that. Now hopping back into the vehicle, we are then going to plug in our little harness right here. Let's see which way it goes. Looks like it goes the opposite of the way I first tried, of course. Just like that. Don't forget to secure your little white locking tab. I believe I got it positioned correctly. Now we're going to very carefully insert our screws. Now I believe we can put our cover back on, whichever way this goes. I'm not sure. Something like that, right? There we go. All right. Oh, man, it's a little hard to turn whenever the car is not on, but there you go, guys. The first paddle is officially installed on the C8, and you can see the exact difference right there versus the factory paddle. Try to give a little bit of a wider view right here so you can see just how different it is. So a lot more area to actually grip, and the best part about it being magnetic is the sound. Okay, let's get the other one installed real quick, and then we're gonna go for a little drive. And here they are, both the left and right paddles installed, and man, guys, I can't even describe how much better these feel. And I have the factory paddle right here, and as you can see, the back of the paddle, there's like, I wouldn't even call that an edge almost, and it's really slick. With these, you have a, let's see if I can show y'all, a huge edge right there. I mean, it is humongous. So your hand really grips it really well. You don't feel like you're sliding off the back. All right, guys, so we are finally to the part of the video where we are gonna go drive the C8 Corvette after installing our brand new magnetic shifters. So let's get this thing started up. Now I'm gonna leave the car in touring mode so that the valves and the exhaust close. That way it's not so loud in the cabin. So hopefully whenever I'm shifting, we'll actually be able to hear the little metallic sound whenever I'm pressing the paddles. Now, first impressions on the feel, they are the slightest bit farther back than the factory paddles. It's probably because of that ridge that I was talking about earlier on the back of the paddle that give you more grip on the paddles themselves, but they do feel a little bit chunkier. Let's put this thing into manual mode and downshift a little bit. Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, the click is so satisfying, guys. Where'd you get a check engine light? No, I'm just kidding. I don't have no cats in this car. All right, let's go. These feel good. These feel really good. They feel very sturdy and just high quality. I don't know what it is, but these paddles actually do kind of make the interior of the car feel even more high end. They already feel borderline supercar whenever you're in it, you know, with the interior and the way it drives and with it being mid-engine, but you know, adding just smaller touches like this just make it even more of a nicer experience. All right, so it's very audible with the exhaust set in touring mode. Let's go over into like Z mode and see how much we can actually hear it. I mean, these things look way better than the factory paddles. They feel better. You actually feel like you have something to grip onto on the back. They have that nice ridge. They sound awesome. I mean, I don't know, guys. I'm liking these things. I really do. I've never driven a car or even really heard a car with magnetic paddle shifters before, so I didn't really know what we were getting into, but it is satisfying. I'll give it that. It's nice. You know, a lot of people complain about the C8 not really being an engaging car to drive. I do like the way that they drive from the factory, but you know, this does help. It really does help. You want to make your ride a little bit more engaging, give a little bit more, you know, audio feedback from your inputs and everything. Have a nice little satisfying click every time you shift. Get you some magnetic paddle shifters because these things are fun. My transmission probably hates me right now. Just going up and down the gears. Sorry, sorry buddy, just hang in there. Pulled up to Dollar General in the C8 Corvette. You already know I'm about to go in there and get me a snack though. Oh my goodness, I'm hungry. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. If you want to pick up this product, I'm gonna leave it linked in the description below, so go check it out if you want to get some magnetic paddle shifters for your C8 Corvette, because they are freaking awesome.